Alright? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yamushab, Bashim Kapodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the message of the world, beloved elders and teachers. And I want to say peace, blessings, salutations to the whole free elect. And going into, Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter. And this also goes into the Songs of Solomon. And the importance of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Something that we are learning in these last days amongst these dark, evil times. Prior to us, Lord's willing, getting the kingdom. We understand King Solomon was Yahweh Shah. And we ultimately know, when Yahweh Shah comes back to deliver the elect, which are, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, the 1/3. And eventually, after the judgment and punishment of the 2/3, I believe it's Romans 11 and 25, or either Romans 9, I'm not Salaki. But it tells you how all Israel is going to be saved. So knowing these things and knowing, we're learning and seeing why, certain things are playing out on the earth. We ultimately know, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, it talks to you about how this, what is it? This, basically the land of judgment, where judgment brings forth, and we understand the times that we're living in. Yahweh is sending out those judgments. We had to serve our curses, our punishments, and then ultimately Esau is going to have to suffer it as well. And the other nations have to get back for what they've done, because we're living in the time of the fullness of the Gentiles. So, the Gentiles are reigning. The real heathenistic nations are reigning on the earth. And we're seeing how you Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, y'all are becoming more heathenistic day by day. While on the other half, the elect, we're becoming more spiritual. We're learning more wisdom. Because I believe in Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd or the 4th, it talks about how wisdom, paraphrasing, how a king shall be delighted in getting wisdom. So Wisdom of Solomon 7:7. It says, realizing that I was only human, I prayed and was given understanding. One thing King Solomon prayed for was wisdom prior to him getting the kingdom. And also one big judgment that he had to do was between those two whores. And it gave him basically what his stardom went up. So the spirit of wisdom came to me. I regarded her more highly than any throne or crown. So you see the 2/3 out here. They're constantly in the chase of a bag, in chase of material. But when you look at their mindset, it's rotten. Everything the so-called black man, Hispanic, Latino, Native American man does, what Indian man does, is just really what you've been taught by the so-called white man. So even if, I always say this, even if Jake was to take over the Edomites carnally, eventually we will fall again, because we have been corrupted. That poison has been, basically Esau bit us with his poison. And our people have learned a lot of bad ways, pernicious ways. It says, I regarded her more highly than any throne or crown. Wealth was nothing compared to her. Because again, if your mind is fucked up, riches is going to be something bad, even worse for you. One thing, if you're not confident in yourself, you don't like the way you look, think your brown skin is a problem, your hair is a problem, etc. Jake has a lot of ailments. And another thing too, it's been a lot of Jake that's been born with fucked up bodies, bad genes, etc. Just like that little ugly thing in the 300. He found out Leonidas told him, you can't use you, man, you fucked up. And it made that man sell out. Well, you have a lot of our Jakes, that you got a lot of our people, 2/3 that even if they don't have body ailments, as you can see, their ailments is mentally. But you do have Jake that have a lot of fucked up ailments, and that you have a like I don't want to speak on that one, but basically the ailments that Jake will have will make them basically just want to become one with the society because they lack they want that attention. But precious jewels cannot equal her worth. Beside wisdom, all the gold in the world is a handful of sand, and silver is nothing more than clay. I valued her more than wealth, than health, and good looks. Here is a brightness that never grows dim, because that's another thing too. Look at how all these Jakes, especially women, and that's why you got this thing called pretty girl problems. You have a lot of girls that are, that have good looks, but they're just fucking idiots. They're just stupid, and they have a lot of problems. Just like you got a lot of Jakes that may look comely, but deep down inside, he's been pushed in, how you say, baby. So he has a lot of different type of problems. Like you have a light-skinned guy, he might be tall, with the perfect jawline or the shoulders. He has a beard. He has the braids. That look that the shorties like. And but the nigga just messed up. The nigga's mentally fucked up. And the nigga love the streets. The nigga just love. He want to be that nigga. But again, the nigga he's stupid. And I knew a guy like that my sister used to like. But that nigga eventually got gunned down. And the thing about it, the nigga didn't even have, that wasn't the street life was not, it wasn't his MO. Not by far. So it says, I valued her more than health and good looks. Hers is a brightness that never grows dim, and I preferred it to any other light. When wisdom came to me, all good things came with her. She brought me unto riches. And again, that's why we read the book of Songs of Solomon. That's why King Solomon was speaking as the way he does, because the wisdom is known as a woman. So you would think it's like a love song that he's singing to a woman, but it's not a woman. It's wisdom. So it says, so it's like for instance, you look at, this is what I do. I listen to a lot of those that old Al Green songs, and you got so many groups, and I listen to it at times. I can get lost in that shit, but I compare that to wisdom. Of course they were begging the women, oh baby, please don't leave. Yeah. We understand. Esau used that for woman worship, but you can listen to that music now and apply that to wisdom. Elder Tahar has made a good lesson about. He actually went into the book of Songs of Solomon. And how in that part, here comes to my mother, let her pull out her purse. It's crazy if anybody took that, and really, you know, but nonetheless, it says, when wisdom came to me, all good things came with her. She brought me untold riches. I was happy with them all because wisdom had brought them to me. I had not realized before that she was the source of all these things. So it's the inward man. You know, one thing it comes to my mind is, you know, when you love the Lord with all thy power, when you love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You know, that's how you say, that hangs the law. And ultimately, you know, we can't keep all 613 laws. But one thing, when you know about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and you know about his ways, you're not going to allow any ideologies or philosophies to ever come through. So that makes you shine as well. And when you love thy neighbor as you love thyself, you know, if you're eating good, exercising, you know, you're applying wisdom, you're trying to learn, you're studying, you know, you're going to expect that from a brother as well. So next man that's laboring, like you had Elder Tahab talk about, or Priest Daniel and other men, you know, man, start doing videos, man. Basically, is what, again, if you take heed in yourself and have that confidence in yourself and believe in Yahweh Shah, and you love thy neighbors, you love thyself, you're going to have a certain standard that you're going to expect the next man to be doing. And that's another thing. That's why we don't feel sorry for niggas, or we don't, how you say, parlay with niggas. Because niggas is not on no level. They're into folly. And we don't expect that from our people. We know the greatness of our people. So we expect greatness. We expect you to be edifying, doing lessons, etc. You get what I'm saying? So it says, I had not realized before that she was the source of all things. I was sincere learning from her, and now I am glad to share what I learned. See that? No one can ever exhaust the treasure of wisdom. Use those treasures, and you are Yahweh's friend, Yahweh Shah's friends. He approves of what you learn from her. I pray to Yahweh Bashem Shah, for I pray to Yahweh that my thoughts may be worthy of what I have learned, and that I may speak according to his will. He is wisdom's God. Salah, he is wisdom's God. He gives correction to those who are wise. We are under his power and authority. We ourselves, our words, all our understanding and skills. And it's he who gave me the true knowledge of the forces of nature, what the world is made of, how the elements behave, how the calendar is determined by the movements of the sun, the changing seasons, the constellations, and the cycles of years. He has taught me about the nature of living creatures, the behavior of wild animals, the force of winds, the reasoning powers of human beings, the different kinds of plants. You can predict the human beings as the sons of men, sons of the wicked, and sons of God. And the use, that's the three classifications of men. You have the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites. You have the sons of men, which are the other nations. You have the sons of God, which are the Israelites. So it says, and the use of their roots as medicine. See that? And so we're coming back to this knowledge. You know, we don't have, you know, how you say, you know, a nigga always you got certain niggas that want to get deep, go to the space, and nah. We'll eventually get that. But, you know, we have the 100% truth doctrine as far as according to, you know, salvation in the scriptures. So it says, but ultimately, you know, the complete, how you say, what King Solomon had, you know, the whole process of how all creation, like what Yahweh showed Moses, we're going to ultimately get that in the kingdom. But we have 100% doctrine of knowing of what we need to know as of now, the breakdowns, prophecy. So it says the different kinds of plants and the use of their roots as medicine. I learned things that were well known and things that had never been known before. And that's why a lot of brothers have been getting to the herbs, working out, exercising, getting back close to nature. And it's the reason why Esau wants you dependent on his government, his society. That's why he pretty much cut down all the access of pretty much you really having to go out there and get it on your own. That's why he created the Walmarts, the Food Lions, the Publix, etc. You get what I'm saying? And the fast food. And then he made you he put added addictive products in your food. So it says because wisdom, who gave shape to everything that exists, was my teacher. Let me see. A little bit more. The spirit of wisdom is intelligent and holy. It is of one nature but reveals itself in many ways. And this is why, we are the light that shine out of that darkness. And that's why people can see that we have a different aura to ourselves. And we understand King Solomon's Yahweh Shah. So it's through Yahweh Shah we get our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And that light that prevails in these evil dark times. It is not made of any material substance, and it moves about freely. It is clear, clean, and confident. It cannot be harmed. It loves what is good. It is sharp and unconquerable. That's why the scripture said we won't be moved. Roughly paraphrasing. And that's another reason why going back to Romans 30, the 35th chapter. The Lord calls us more than conquerors. Con in the front of humanity. It is dependable and sure, and it has no worries. Yeah, we don't worry about anything, And the scripture says, a man that pleases Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, maketh his enemies to be at peace with him. And we all, eventually, Esau's going to come down, but we still, again, don't have no worry about it. Because we ultimately know we have the victory through Yahweh Shah. It has power over everything, see that? And it sees everything. This has Yahweh Shah moved when Pontius Pilate was, asking him those questions. Yahweh Shah knew, hey, you don't have no power unless the power that has been allotted to you. And we understand the same way. Esau can't do nothing to us unless Yahweh give him that power. Same thing with, you got IUIC and these Nation of Islam niggas coming together for wickedness, for niggas. Fuck them niggas. Again, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua knows how to deliver the just. Fuck them niggas. And a lot of, I guess Jake them forgot about all the wicked, pernicious ways that Jake 2/3 does. And they have pleasure in doing so. And you're not going to fix it. You're not going to change them. So, hey, the hell with them. Fuck them niggas. Fuck a Chicago. Fuck a what you call it? Those places that are stricken with crime. Little kids, being deleted, women being deleted, niggas being gunned down. The hell with them. This is not no peace treaty. This is not that. Like, them niggas shoulda. Well, I can't say they shoulda. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua didn't want them. Like the scripture says, Isaiah? Have the Lord, roughly paraphrasing, have the Lord created, had evil took hold in the city, and the Lord have not did it. So it says, Slaki. It penetrates every spirit that is intelligent and pure, no matter how delicate its substance may be. Wisdom moves more easily than motion itself. She is so pure that she penetrates everything. She is a breath of Yahweh's power, a pure and radiant stream of glory from the Almighty. Nothing that is defiled can ever steal its way into wisdom. See that? She is a reflection of eternal light, a perfect mirror of Yahweh's activity and goodness. And that's what we declare. Even though wisdom acts alone, and that's why we tell our people, this is all, everything you see on the earth is by Yahweh's design. Everybody believe and think, oh, the devil got Yahweh sweating. Man, hell no. Not at all. So, even through wisdom acts alone, she can do anything. She makes everything new, although she herself never changes. That's why the scripture talks about, in Revelation 21, it should be a new kingdom come upon the earth. Everything's going to be afresh. Everything's going to be new when Yahweh comes back. That breath of fresh air, because we ultimately see this is a decaying, fucked up world we're living in now. Everybody's talking about it. From generation to generation, she enters the souls of holy people. See that? So this truth never went away. And it's not ever going to go away. It makes them Yahweh's friends and prophets. There is nothing that Yahweh loves more than people who are at home with wisdom. Wisdom is more beautiful than the sun and all the constellations. She is better than light itself. And this is why, another thing too, when a lot of people come with that different doctrine or different religion, you look at their actions. Because wisdom is supposed to make you beautiful. Wisdom is supposed to make a man shine. Wisdom is supposed to make you, again, basically make people wonder, something different about that guy. I can't put my finger on it. But when a nigga comes with them different religions, he comes with darkness, and you can see it. And even if he hides it for a moment, it prevails. That wickedness prevails. So wisdom is more beautiful than the sun and all the constellations. She is better than night itself. Because night always follows day, but evil never overcomes wisdom. See that? And this is why, eventually, if you are inwardly wicked and you're in this truth, hey, it's going to eventually come out. It's going to come out, because again, the scripture talks about how wisdom can prevail in the evil body. And again, if you have wisdom, that evil can never consume you to the point where you become more evil than, you get what I'm saying. But this is why, a lot of those people in those religions, there's no balance, or there isn't no wisdom. They don't have no guidelines. They don't have no living power and they don't have to fear, because again, their God, what they believe in, it doesn't require them to do anything. And we ultimately know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, his name is Allah Shaya, a demon-like power. And we understand through the history and scripture, Yahweh is nothing to be played with. And that's why we have fear. And that's why we move like we move the way we do. But Lord's will, he was edified with that. Shalom.